guys, I hope you are doing well today. I know I am super pooped. I just got off of work and this is going to kind of be a really quick video, but I wanted to get my weekly video just done and over with. So here it goes. This is my third video in my new video installment, and today I will be talking about the foundations that I use. I should probably start off by saying that I'm kind of a picky foundation buyer. I guess like I'm not a fan of drugstore, or I guess in England, high street. That'd be so cool saying, "Hey guys, I'm going to the high street." No, we say the drugstore. I actually had a friend who was a foreign exchange student. I said, "Hey, let's go to the drugstore. I need something." And she said, "No, drugs. No, I don't want drugs." So the name can be totally misleading. But anyway, I'm not a fan of drugstore slash high street foundations because the quality, you really get what you pay for when it comes to those kinds of foundations. I know my friends, most of them prefer it, and when they say, "Oh my god, your foundation costs $50, you're crazy," I'm like, hey, at least I don't have drawers and drawers just filled with foundations that I'm never going to use. So I keep it down to the bare minimum. Right now I'm only using 3 foundations that I really like, and I'm I'm a researcher shopper, if that makes any sense. Like I hear about a product and I do a lot of research about it before I actually buy it. And even then, after I do the research, I'll try to get a sample of it and I'll try it out for like a month or however long the sample lasts. And I'll make my consensus off of that. So very few foundations have actually made the cut. Obviously, because I only have 3, and I see a lot of bloggers who, show off all of their Pretty Mac foundations and their Laura Mercier, and I'm like, that's too much for me. I don't need that many foundations. I would rather spend my money on something else, and I feel like I'm saving money in the long run. Instead of having a bunch of cheap, crappy foundations, I just have 3 solids that will probably be with me for like the rest of my life. So Dior Skin Nude is my all-time favorite foundation as of right now. I've been using it for a few months and I can't get over how amazing it is. Oh my goodness, you guys have to try this stuff for yourself to really understand what I'm talking about. I've read a lot of reviews and it only has, like on Makeup Alley, 4 out of 5 stars. So for some people it really seems to be a hit or a miss. But you really have to apply this stuff. It's kind of weird that there's a right or a wrong to applying foundations, but with this one there really is a right or a wrong. I would not use like a regular flat brush with this stuff. It doesn't come out right for whatever reason. It's mask-like, and it stays really mask-like all day. I would use it with a stippling brush is my favorite, or else your fingers works really well with this stuff. Don't use like a sponge either. I never like using sponges, but just sponges, no, never. Don't go there, ever. But anyway, as I'm saying, I love this stuff because all of the shades, it doesn't have a lot of shades. They're mostly for fair-skinned to medium-skinned people. All of the shades have neutral undertones, which is really, really nice. It does not get orangey throughout the day. In fact, this stuff I've noticed when I first apply it, it looks a little mask-like. I'm like, whoa, holy foundation. But then throughout the day, it melts into your skin, which is the really interesting thing about it, is that it eventually looks like skin, and it looks like your skin is just so flawless and beautiful. And it doesn't slide around, it doesn't sit on top of your skin, it actually melts into your skin, which is what I really love about it. And when I first apply it, like I said, it looks very mask-like. What I'll do is usually rub my like clean hands together to get them warm, and I'll kind of, to help melt the foundation into my skin, rub my hands around my face, or else I'll spritz my face with some rose water, homemade rose water, or sometimes, I'll do both. but that really helps settle it in as well, and I'll, you know, rub it in here, 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 where I have lines and where things tend to cake up sometimes. Anyway, this foundation would probably be not suitable for people who really like full coverage because this doesn't give you a very full coverage. However, if I ever have the occasional zit, it's really good at covering up those, surprisingly. My second foundation is Lancome's Miracle Taint, and I've been using this for about 2 years now. Ever since it first came out, I think. I have no idea. Right now, it's not in my right shade because I got this bottle like last summer when I actually tanned, but I don't tan anymore because it's not good for you, and I'm afraid of getting skin cancer. So this is kind of in my wrong shade. But like the Dior Skin Nude, the really nice thing about it is that if it's a little too dark or a little too light for you, it'll melt right into your skin and it won't look orange at all. These also have neutral undertones, which is really nice, so you don't have to worry about that orangey Oompa Loompa look, because that's not attractive. You don't want to look like you just shoved your face in a bag of cheesy Doritos. That's not attractive. So, this stuff, the Dior Skin Nude had light coverage. This happens to have medium buildable coverage. It's still very lightweight and still allows your skin to breathe, and it gives your skin a very beautiful dewy glow, and it looks very natural, which is what I really like about, like, the main characteristic I like to have my foundations to have is just a very dewy, healthy, natural glow. I know some people like matte or satin finishes, but I don't. I kind of like it to look like I'm sort of, this is gonna sound gross, so don't judge me, but I kind of like it to look like my skin is sweating a little bit. You know, when you have that just in the middle of summer, you have that pretty sheen. Maybe it's just me because I don't have oily skin, because I could understand how people with oily skin don't like these kinds of foundations because it just makes your skin look more oily, but I don't have that problem. Anyway, this stuff is actually, it has a patent on it. I believe several patents. So this is a very unique formula. In fact, if you shake it up a little and you look, I mean, I won't be able to show you on camera, but if you look at the formula closely, you'll be able to see like silver streaks in it, which is really interesting because, I mean, I would assume that's the stuff that gives you the nice glow. I mean, and by a nice glow, I don't mean sparkles, like if you go out in the sun, you're going to look like some silly Edward Cullen vampire. I hate Twilight, by the way. Fun fact. But I mean, it just looks very natural. And I mean, besides the Dior Skin Nude, which is a little more spendier, this would be a very, very close runner-up. It's a little bit cheaper than the Dior Skin Nude. The formula is very different, but you essentially get the same effect, I guess, with it if you really happen to like light, dewy foundations as well. Fingers, don't use your fingers when you apply this. I don't know why, it just does not look right. I would use a flat brush, or else a stippling brush looks very well also. And like I said, this melts right into your skin. I mean, you don't have to worry about it looking mask-like because it's just like, whoa, awesome skin. So this would have to be my second runner-up favorite as well. The Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation by Benefit would have to be my my third pick. It's my most recent foundation in my very meager foundation collection, and I actually just did a review on this, so most of you guys who are watching this probably already saw that. I'm still kind of on, I'm still kind of on the rocks about this one. I like it, but at the same time, there are some aspects about it where I'm like, ugh, I don't like this. So anyway, Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow is a brightening makeup. And the brightening factor, it definitely brightens your skin. Like, wow. If you happen to be concerned with oily skin or shininess, this would probably, actually not probably, it would definitely not be the foundation for you. First, because it is very shiny, it makes your skin look just very healthy and very natural. But what I really don't like about this stuff is that it does not sit well on my skin. Like, you know what I mean? I like the effect it has, but it does not last all day, for sure. The other two, they last all day, and it's awesome. I don't have to worry about them. But this one, you know, I will start out at the beginning of the day like, wow, my skin looks great, and then I'll go look in a bathroom mirror 10 hours later, I'm like, wow, I look like a bag of assholes right now. Sorry. um, anyway, this stuff, it doesn't come in a lot of shades, but it comes, like, in a wide shade range. Like, I think there are probably only 7 shades, but if you're really fair skinned or really dark skinned, it would fit, it would match you, because like the first two, this stuff really melts into your skin as well. The undertones are orangey, which I don't like about that, whereas the first two had neutral undertones. This has orangey undertones, and I must warn you, you should go definitely a shade lighter because it is orangey. And I've noticed that orangey foundations tend to get a little darker throughout the day. So, I mean, when the woman matched my, like, foundation in Sephora, she said, oh, the number 4 matches you perfectly, but the number 3 is a little too light. But the thing I've noticed about this foundation is that it darkens throughout the day, so you're probably going to want to get the lighter color. And she was so right. She actually was nice enough to give me the foundation that matched me and the one that was too light for me. And I ended up liking the one that was a little too light for me. Anyway, so that's something to keep in mind as well. This stuff is really different, unlike anything I've ever tried before. The formula is really runny, actually, which is kind of weird. It's runny as in like a water sort of runny. Also, I don't like the way it feels like on my face. I mean, it doesn't feel greasy because this is actually oil-free. It's also SPF 25, so that's a bonus as well. It just, I don't know what it is about the formula. It just feels very, ugh, you know what I mean? Like, you can always feel that it's there. It doesn't feel natural. But I don't know. So that's why I'm on the rocks about this one. I will continue to use it until the bottle has run out. But I would say that this is like a 50-50 for me, because I love the glow it gives my skin, and my skin looks awesome and radiant. Whoops, just dropped it. But on the other hand, I really don't like how it doesn't sit all day on my skin. With this one, I would say that you can use it with either a stippling or a flat brush, or else your fingers. It blends in really, really well. I guess that's because it's so runny, like I mentioned earlier. So those are my 3 current foundations. I really like them, and you guys have probably noticed a little trend here where I really like my foundations to have just like a light to medium buildable coverage and give me just a dewy, healthy glow. Also ones that happen to be a little more high-end, because I am a firm believer that in most cases you get what you pay for. And you guys have probably noticed as well that I'm kind of a minimalist. Like, I just don't happen to have drawers and drawers full of foundations that I tried once and ended up not liking. So, is there any foundations that you guys have tried and you think that I would really like? I would love to hear them in the comments. So, yeah, I guess that's everything. Take care, guys, and I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Bye!